Welcome to Grown Folks Golf Association today. I'm your host, Nate, and I'm so glad that you guys are tuned in today. Man, we are deep into season 5. We're actually right in the middle. We are at our very first major that is in progress today. And as you can see on the screen, man, it is a tough one, but we'll get to that one on our next show. Right now, we need to take a look back at tournament number 2. It was a 4-round course from October 30th to November the 2nd. And this was actually a pretty difficult yet fun course all at the same time. Let's see if we can't look at some leaderboard action here. It was a par 71, 18 holes, of course, 6,836 yards. The fairways were firm, the greens were normal, a medium to fast speed, a handicap of 65.7. The difficulty was question mark, but I can tell you right now, it was a pretty difficult course. It wasn't super easy outside of what Hoos did. Now, Hoos is a brand new golfer here at the Grown Folks Golf Association. We're super happy to have him joining us, but man, he is making us look ridiculous. Now, the scores here kind of varied from round to round. I think a lot of guys started out super hot. As you can see, Pointers did at 65, but then he shot a 71, 71, 70 to finish it 7 under. I went 73, 72, 72, 66 to finish at 1 under. George, who I think is also a brand new golfer here, finished at 18 over. But Hoos, Ziploc, Scott, Mo was not able to be at this one, but he probably would have finished right up there with Ziploc. But man, Hoos with a 64, 61, 60, 61 to finish 38 over. He really made this course look super, super easy. But it really wasn't that easy of a course. Of course, his round 3 was his best score at 60 with 11 under for that round. Zip was right underneath him with the 64, 7 under. Pointers with a 65, 6 under. I came in at 4th with a 66, 5 under in my 4th round. Look at some birdie conversions here. Hoos again making this look like child's play. He hit 63 greens. The only guy even close to him was Scott at 52 and Pointers at 50, but he converted those 60% of the time, much higher than even Ziploc and Clyde at 54 and 51. The rest of us really didn't do nearly close to as well as he did. Look at a couple par breakers here. Hoos again, 55.56. You can just tell this guy is just a little bit of a notch above the rest of us. He really brought his A game to play in this tournament, and he's following it up with a major that's just absolutely ridiculous. If we're going to compete with this guy, if he's not going to win every championship here like Mo has done, outside the one that I stole from him, we're going to have to really step up the game here. Look at some scrambling. One of the stats that is super important. He only missed 9 greens, but he scrambled 100% of the time. He got up and down and barred 100% of the time. Absolutely amazing. Clyde had 26, 33 for Clyde. Zip had 26. Clyde had 33. Scott had 20. Pointers at 22. I had 28. 10 for I beat Deep and 33 for George. But you can see that those conversion rates were not nearly as close as 100 was on the day. And Hoos comes away with the victory in this one. This was a pretty fun course. It was difficult, had its difficult areas, and we followed that up with a very difficult major that still has today and tomorrow for everybody to get it finished. The new course will kick off the 4th tournament on Sunday, and so we'll get that one out to everybody. It should just kick right in. I've set all of the time, so it should just kick right in. As you can see, it changed it again. So we'll make sure that we go in here and we change this and fix this to start on the 13th on Sunday, and we'll get everybody this tournament and finish up our season. We've added a couple of new guys here, which I think is really, and a couple of the old guys have stepped away. They've decided they didn't want to play this as much, and so really and truly, this whole season has taken a turn here to where we really have some super great competitors. And that means that if guys are going to compete in tournaments and going to push the envelope, we're going to have to practice. We're going to have to start learning how to shape those shots, hit those greens on time, and convert those greens hit in regulation into birdies and pars. Or just simply put, these guys are going to start blowing us out of the water. So that's a look at tournament number 2 here at Grown Folks Golf Association. Thank you for tuning in for Grown Folks Golf Association today. We will see you next week after the major is over, and we'll show you exactly how that broke out. Until then, have a great weekend. Peace.